Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew and I hope that you like and subscribe to this channel for some motivational tips on how to start your own business. So today I wanted to make a video about motivating some people. What really did it for me was just grinding. I was working weekends, I was doing about 80 hours a week and I was getting burnt out. And finally I hit that burnt out point. And that is when I decided to change around and start a side gig. I highly recommend that you start a side gig. You yourself might be burnt out right now. The real wealth building is moving on away from making money for other people and start making money for you. As a government employee, I did all right. And I did a lot of overtime though. I was allowed to do a lot of overtime. And I was racking in all the money and stuff like that. And I was really working and trying to move up the ladder and make something of myself. And I found out that I was getting burnt out. Within 5 years, I was very distraught. I was really tired. And I mean, I had quite a bit of money, but you know, it doesn't matter if your health starts to decline because you're working all the time. And unfortunately, I was not moving up the ladder. I had, put my heart and soul into this organization, and I'm not saying that they made promises, they did, but I was moving nowhere. And I had to change my mindset, and the mindset is very important. Sometimes we get into that grind, and we keep working. Ladies and gentlemen, work toward yourself. There'll always be organizations out there, but if you really want to start a business, start with yourself first. Here we are, we're trying to help other people build their business or, make them money and things like that, which is not bad. There's people that definitely don't mind doing that. But I'm saying you can work just as hard and make money for yourself, build your own wealth. And that is what I started to do. I started teaching CPR AED classes on the side so that way I can build my own wealth. I said, hey, why am I spending all this time and why am I breaking my back to make somebody else some money? And when I'm not moving forward at all. Most of the time people quit or people hate their jobs. It's either the coworkers or management or they're getting burnt out. So I wanted to make this video to give people hope. To give people inspiration and to really tell you stop this video, get off your, excuse me for my language, ass, and actually start doing things to build wealth, to start your own business. Research a company's name, research whatever side gig you want to do, the marketing out there, see who your competitors are, go to their classes, see what they do, and mimic what they do, because if they're items or their things are working or their product is working, then that means, hey, maybe you can do sort of the same thing. That means that your product will probably work. But yeah, the constant grind to have other people or for you to build wealth for other people is, I won't say unfortunate, but you can change that around. So you can search throughout my channel for other links on how to build wealth, on how to build a better business. Some of the key steps in order for you to get out of the grind so that way you're grinding to build your wealth versus you grinding to build someone else's wealth so that way you can make it in life. My side gig within 5 years ended up being my full-time job, and I actually left the federal government. I wouldn't say I sort of did the side gig as a joke. I was just so burnt out. I was like, well, screw this, I'm just going to do something else for a little bit, regain my energy, regain my composure, and then maybe, dive back in and maybe, management had changed or, I'll actually get the position that I want to. And that didn't end up happening. And so I used one job as a cushion until my other job was pretty secure. And when I made double the amount I was making in my other job, I left on my birthday, in fact. Which was a bittersweet moment. The sad thing is I actually loved my job in the federal government, and now I go back and I volunteer, and I actually do more as a volunteer than when I did when I was getting paid, but that's a discussion for another time. But now I do have that time to volunteer, to give back to the community. And I'm not as burnt out. I actually got a little bit of color back in my hair, which is, a story for another time. But this video is primarily to, give people excuse me for my language again, a kick in the butt. This is your time. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. Don't keep making excuses. Stop the video and start researching a business. Take that initial step. That first step is the hardest. It is absolutely hard. People told me I should have been teaching classes for about 3 years and I didn't listen. I'm a very good public speaker. I'm very personable. I'm not camera shy. And I didn't listen because I was so busy, grinding, working weekends, working 80 hours a week. I forgot to look at myself. I forgot to look myself in the mirror, to be honest. And if that's what it takes, then you can stop this video right now and look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, where do I want to be in 2 years? Where do I want to be in 5 years? What is a good side hustle? What is a good business that I can do? What are things that my job doesn't appreciate about me, and how can I make it marketable for other people and utilize that? But I hope that this provided you a little bit of motivation. If you need help, you can always send us a comment or send us an email. And maybe this video will be the kickstart. This will be the kick in the butt that you need, so that way you can start your business. If you want to start your business, comment down below, and maybe I'll check back with you within a week. Say, hey, have you actually started your business? Have you filed for your EIN? Are you going to be an LLC or an S corp? What steps are you taking? Having that support network is also very good. Tell other people that you want to start your own business, and most of the time people will be like, oh yeah, great job, oh yeah, you can do it. But what are they physically doing to help you versus that verbal confirmation? Verbal confirmation is definitely good, hence what I'm doing right now. But they need to make sure that you're actually doing that physical stuff. Hey Johnny, have you actually filed your EIN number? Hey Tony, have you looked at your competitors in the marketing to make sure that this is actually a viable business or side gig? Is very, very important. Make sure that you have somebody that holds you accountable when you say, hey, I'm going to start doing this. Because when you say, hey, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it next week turns into next month turns into next year. So when I say today, I literally mean, please, today, start building wealth for yourself instead of other people. And as always, like and subscribe to my channel so that way I can build wealth